everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. And in talking about this man, this is a game that he's hoping gets his season kick-started. A big performance on the ground from him could be just what this offense needs to have success here in this game. It's the Giants going up against the Vikings. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, in 2 years' time, it will host Super Bowl 52. You get a look inside the impressive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row. Now the fourth-year man, Jeff Locke, on to punt it away. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by Eli Manning, the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns in his 13th season now.
I've always loved his demeanor. He's able to maintain an evenness to his play. Didn't matter whether he threw 4 interceptions or 4 touchdown passes. You really couldn't tell. And I think that's one of the great things that he possesses and attracted the Giants to him. I know the former GM loved that, but he also loved how he could elevate his game in big moments.
It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The New York Giants offensively, their starters, and one guy out wide to take a look at, Sterling Shepard.
A really mature man in every way coming out of Oklahoma. Personally and professionally. You can play him out wide, play him in the slot. He can return punts for you. He's a dynamic playmaker.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 22. So Manning to Beckham in this defense, they better hone in on that connection.
It's almost like an electrical charge for him.
Manning to throw once more. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual.
Here's Jeff Locke now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. Hopping over the top. And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic 1st down.
Manning now on 1st down. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first down, Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now Manning throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the Vikings defensive unit.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
So it is third down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
To throw, it's Manning. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing is Manning, and this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be... And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
Manning now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. So after the INT, it's Manning. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, that's the kick starter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of...
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A first-time Pro Bowler from a season ago, Anthony Barr, from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create...
And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jeff Locke now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Eli Manning getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm guy.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Victor Cruz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Eli Manning and company getting set here as they head back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. The first-time Pro Bowler a year ago, Everson Griffin, in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. Automatic first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One final try now for Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Vikings are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Giants will want to come out after the half and really put the pressure on from the start. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Giants line up at the 3. Defense will get to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 8. Later on the drive, Manning's on point with the throw, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Giants up by a touchdown. First and 10, pass will be completed to the sidelines. And he's gone as he sprints into the end zone. Giants up by 2 touchdowns. Giants have it late in the second. They're going to get to the QB once again. This will go for a loss of 8. So that'll do it for us at the EA Sports Studio. Going back under the lights for the second half of this Monday night matchup.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. A gain of 8 and a first down.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taking what the defense will give him.
Now Manning finding time. Cruz has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. He's got time in the pocket. This is intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First. Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
Let's go, guys.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football. And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And the numbers, they sort of do the talking. Great game last week. Sharp again here in this one.
Sometimes you set habits with how you play, don't you? I mean, you start to put things together, you string them together, and the confidence continues to rise. And guess what? We're seeing that happen in front of us. Back-to-back weeks of really good play.
And the confidence certainly must be continuing to grow. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and just 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big time.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with 1 in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.